What's up, snake fans? Dave Palumbo here for Muscle Serpents Daily. And yes, it is dark. It is night. My kids just went to sleep. I snuck into the snake room. I did a couple little videos for you guys because I've been dying to show off some of the how the rainbow project has been progressing over the last couple months since we had babies in 2022. I'm not gonna really show you adults today. I'm just gonna show you some of the babies and how some of the ultraviolets grew up and some of the stuff that I was really kind of digging from 2022. And then you never know what else I might also check out while I'm looking at some baby snakes. So a lot of people have been asking more ball python stuff, more ball pythons. I've been doing a lot of BOAS stuff and monitors and kind of mixing it up. So let's go take a look at some rainbow babies. I caught my Corallus annulatus or annulated tree boas in the process of shedding. They do everything at night. And turn on the night light here. And these guys are really active at night. You can see they kind of just chill out in the day and they're all shedding. Look, there's another one shed over there. This one's shedding right here. Coming right to the light. Pretty cool. Annulated tree boas. Here's my female Boland's python in the dark. Out and pursuing action. I can't wait to get her set up in a nicer little setup here in this little tub, but she's small still, so I want to make sure I keep an eye on her. And, you know, sometimes they can get out of sight, out of mind, and you don't want to do that. So, but she's doing really well. I'm pretty happy. She's eating well. She's progressing. I got her in the Australian room, so it's a little chillier in here than so it's not too hot because these snakes don't like it too hot. I'd like to give her like a basking spot. Oh, there she goes. She's going for a little walk. Oop, 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 oop. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not leaving. Oop, 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 oop. She thinks she's she's oh no, not you. We're not losing you tonight. Sorry. All right, we're ready to feed the bearded dragons. Did we give them any greens today?
Today, no, I didn't give them any greens.
Oh, you gotta give them some greens too. We're gonna give them some crickets right now, though. The morning they get their greens. Come on. Let's see. We dusted these crickets. That's why they're white. They're not albino crickets. Sorry. Sorry to break it to you guys, but they're dusted with some nice calcium. Let's see. There's the little male who was very dehydrated the other day because we were not giving the water that we were giving him the bowls were too big for him. Actually, it makes it easier for them to spot these things now because they're white from the calcium. Let's see if they go after him. Being very lazy today.
Yeah, because they usually go right after them.
Yeah. Maybe because I got a camera in their face. Probably if we walk away, they'll go grab him.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, it's not interested.
Yeah, well, I guarantee as soon as we walk away, they'll probably go after him. Do a little hunting. They're mad at you that you didn't give them lettuce this morning. They love their greens. Come on, guys, eat some crickets for us. You're making my video very boring, even though you're beautiful, you're a little boy. All right, Pablo's feeding our super fire diamonds here.
I think
we should separate. Yeah, I think you better do them two at a time, yeah, or you're gonna be in big trouble here.
You do want to do them.
I'll get bit because I can't see. I'm trying to look through this. Oop, I got it. Oh. Now we had some problems because we had a snake regurge the last couple times. Put them on the top shelf. We had a snake regurging. I think one of them regurged. Yeah. And so I'm hoping we're giving them smaller prey item this time, so hopefully they will not regurge. And there's something smelling there?
Yep.
Yeah, something stinks. But we'll keep an eye on it. Let's see if these guys keep them down. All right, here's what I believe to be a single copy hurricane, hypo, enchi, het rainbow. So essentially het ultraviolet. What I call the ultraviolet is the super hurricane enchi hypo rainbow. This just has all the genes you need. It just has one copy. I think it has one copy of Hurricane, pretty much. I'm pretty sure of that. And then it has its head for Rainbow 100%. This is a male, so if you don't want to spend the big bucks on the visual Ultraviolet, this is a great snake you can pick up at a very affordable price, and you can make your own Ultraviolets or even better. Different combos with Rainbow. Hurricane Rainbow do really well together, and Hypo really cleans up Rainbow as well. So very good combination. I'm very happy with he's growing really nicely. All these rainbows are great eaters, which is something that we all want from all our snakes, right? But the rainbow gene seems to be good eaters. Never had problems with them. Now look at this beauty. This is a Super Hurricane Hypo Enchi, possible Super Enchi. I think it's Enchi though. Het Rainbow. So this is definitely Het Ultraviolet, because this is the Super Hurricane version. You can see the hurricane swirls here are just way more intense, and you can tell there's more of them than you would see in the single copy, which I believe was this is the girl, this is the boy. You see the boy has the hurricane swirls, but not a lot of them. And then this one has a much more intense concentration of the swirls. So these are essentially the same snake, except this is Super Hurricane Enchi Hypo Het Rainbow. This is Hurricane Enchi Hypo Het Rainbow. This pair would be phenomenal. You'd be able to produce Ultraviolets, Super Enchi Ultraviolets, and I think I'm going to make these snakes available. I like to hold these things back till they get put a little size on, so I can see how they develop. This is probably one of the most extreme Super Hurricane versions that I've produced, and just exquisite. And this boy Ultraviolet, I'm shocked I still have him. I know I took a deposit on this guy, and I haven't been paid off on it. Probably should contact the guy. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes if you breed snakes, you might get deposits, and then people don't ever come back again. But I'm not sure what's going on with him, but this is probably one of the nicest male Ultraviolets I've ever produced. If you look at it, I mean, look at the yellows in his head. He potentially could be Super Enchi. I think he might be, because he's really extreme looking. Once again, Super Hurricane Enchi, possible Super Enchi, Hypo Rainbow, visual rainbow male. This male will probably breed at the end of this year. He's been eating really well. He's a little small right now, but I think he's starting to hit that point where he's eating bigger prey items now. And I don't force feed. I don't like to give big items to my super high-end snakes, because I'm too nervous. Like they might regurge or who knows what. You're better off just slow growing them. But he is spectacular. Here's another snake I'm thinking about listing. He is a very high white black pastel pied. This is how crazy I am about black pastel pies. I have 3 males that are breeders. I have a panda pied female. I have a female that's also black pastel pied, and I have some black pastel het pied females too. I just can't get enough of these. I love panda pieds, which is the super black pastel pied. I don't think anything needs to be added to it to make it great. I'm trying to make a bunch of them. I've sold a few of them over the last couple of years. Last year I had bad luck with panda pieds. I produced a bunch of black pastel pieds, really nice ones too. Dark ones. This one's really dark too. This one's pretty low. This is very high white, low pattern black pastel pie, but they're all different. They're all completely different. This male is going to be probably available. He has really got some nice size on him. He's eating well, and if you're looking to make some panda pies or some dark pies or add some darkness into your pies, black pastel pie is just, you can't go wrong with it. Here's another amazing female I'm going to put up eventually on Morph Market in the next week or so. Leopard Lavender. So lavender albino with the leopard gene. Of course, the leopard, which is dark, will add a lot of contrast to albinos and lavender albinos. This snake, as it's getting older, you're going to see it's going to start getting more and more purple or lavenderish color in the whites, whereas albinos will stay white. These will get purple. I think the lavender albino is gorgeous. I love both albinos, to be honest with you, but I've really gotten into the lavenders lately, and I've been producing some really nice leopard and leopard blackhead lavenders, and they're just really beautiful. This is a female. Now here's a snake. This is a funny story. I sold the snake. He was paid for over the summer, and the guy who bought him wanted to buy another snake, and then he was holding off on me sending this one until he got the other one, and then he just he still hasn't contacted me, but he'll eventually get him. I've been feeding him for him. This is beautiful, super black pastel het pied. So this is not a panda pied. This is a het panda pied. But you can see the super black pastel is a jet black snake, and when you put pied in there, you put the white in there, it creates that panda look. You know, you get the black and white. But these are, to me, these are some of the nicest ball pythons, looking pythons. Like, I love white, but I also love black, and nothing is blacker than a super black pastel. The super cinnamons are not as good as this, and the super mahoganies are not as good as this, because they're a little chocolatey looking. These super black pastel pies are just awesome, and this one is really super healthy. All my black pastel pies and black pastels in general are all very healthy. You know, some people have, some of the lines out there can have some defects in them, but not mine. This line I got from Outback Reptile a bunch of years ago. It was a really solid line. And since we're showing off rainbows from this past year, here's another. This is the last rainbow of the year we produced. Hypo, butter. Butter is like kind of like a creamy, almost like T positive albino. It's also butter and less are essentially the same gene. This is rainbow and possibly disco. So I'm calling it hypo enchi butter rainbow with a question mark on disco, because it was disco in one of the parents, and it's just very unusual looking. You know, it's got a reddish eye, because rainbow's kind of a T positive-ish albino looking. It's actually more closer to T negative, but they don't all have red eyes. But when you start putting like butter in there and it lightens it up, you get a reddish. You see the red eye a little bit more. But this is a girl, actually. She's really good. She was really small when she was born, and Pablo really coddled her to get her to eat, and she always ate, but she was just like, you know, sometimes they come out a little fragile. Now she's rock solid, and she's doing great. But you can just see the difference without the hurricane gene in there. With all those, without the purples, you get more oranges and yellows, and then you see a lot of those whites in there. You get a lot of whites. Those whites are coming from the butter, or lesser, same thing. That's what's causing that striping too. But and then I really think there's disco in here, because disco is kind of like fire, so it also lightens it up a little bit more. So very unusual looking rainbow here, and I'll probably be keeping this girl just because she's so unusual. Unless someone makes me an offer I can't refuse. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today here at Palumbo's Pythons and Boas. Yes, it's still night. Miles to go before we sleep, and miles to go before we sleep, as they say. I love the rainbow project, as you guys know. I've been doing a lot with it. We produced some really crazy triple quad hets this past year, or the year before that, actually. We're growing stuff up. You know, the project has got unlimited potential, really, and it's still in its fledgling stages, and I think a lot of people are excited about it now. It's something different that not a lot of people are doing. You know, clown and pied are so done out, and this, you know, you got to get new blood into those projects. So, you know, we're really trying to get a rainbow into some things that we haven't got it into before. And, you know, initially it was to bring out the best coloration that I could possibly do. And I felt with any kind of a T positive, T negative-ish morph like rainbow, you need to get dark colors into it, because it adds more contrast and it gives you more interesting looking shades. If you go too light, the snake starts looking whiter and whiter, and then you lose stuff. So to me, rainbow really is put pattern into it, put color into it, and then let the rainbow thing strip away all the melanin, you know, and show you its true luster. So we did that with the ultraviolet. Now we're trying to get it into some other projects like clown pied, and, you know, I have some other ideas too that I'm working on as well. And if you guys have suggestions, you know, put them in the comments below. And if you want to get into the project, now is a really good time. Not only do I have the stuff I showed you, but I have, you know, het rainbow males that I'm selling, I'm going to be selling now, that were my original breeders that I produced my rainbows from. So it might be something you guys want to get into. Reach out to me. I'm more than happy to put some ideas together with you guys to help you get into this project as quickly as possible. All right, guys, if you're enjoying today's videos and you love all the rainbow stuff and the black pastel stuff I showed you, show me the love. Hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, hit that like button. I'll see you back tomorrow morning.